This is the story of Diepreye Alamieseigha. He was the governor of Bayelsa State Nigeria from 1999 to 2005, where he was impeached by the House of Assembly on charges of corruption. He was said to have looted the sum of about $20 million from the treasury of Bayelsa State in his 6 years in office. How did this happen? Alamieseigha was the first democratically elected governor of Bayelsa State, as the state was just created 3 years prior to the 1999 regime, where Alamieseigha became the governor of the state. He was said to be loved by the people, especially the Ijaw nation, as he was a man of the people and a welfarist. He was charged with the responsibility of developing Bayelsa State, and at the surface, it looked like he was doing a very good job because, hey, he constructed an ultra-modern market for them, a secretariat complex, a state university, he gave scholarships and commenced the construction of a very big hostel for them. All these looked very good because, wow, this guy's doing well. He's doing so much for this little state. The people loved him so much. However, everything changed when he was arrested at Heathrow International Airport in UK on September 15, 2005 on charges of money laundering. Cash of about $1 million was found in his home, and later some other monies were discovered in his bank. At the end of the day, about $2.7 million was discovered from him at that short period of time. How did all this start? He was said to have used a company named Solomon and Peters Limited, which was registered in London, where Alamieseigha was the director and secretary of the company. He used this company to siphon millions of dollars from the treasury of Bayelsa State, and he used these monies to acquire various properties in the UK, South Africa, and the United States. A house in Water Gardens in London, which he bought for a whopping sum of £1,750,000 in 2003. He bought another one in V&8 Waterfront, Cape Town, South Africa, which was purchased for $1 million. A house in Mapesbury Road in London, which he bought for £1.4 million. He bought a house in Jubilee Heights in London also for £241,000 in 1991. He also bought another house in Regent's Park Road in London in 2002 for the sum of £3 million. He also had a house on King Farm Estate in Maryland, United States, another one in Aura Crest, Whittier, California, also in the United States. We won't even talk about his properties in Nigeria or even his cars and other things. He also had an account with Bank of America with a balance of about $1.6 million as of August 2003. Now, this is the saddest part about everything. The total allocation to his state from the beginning of his tenure in 1999 was about $32 million, and the loot that he took from the state was about $20 million. So he looted more than half of the state resources, and he spent most of these things lavishly on luxury things. Meanwhile, what he declared to Nigeria's Code of Conduct Bureau as his assets was $500,000, which was what he had, and he was earning a sum of $12,000 yearly. That was his annual income. So you can imagine the surprise of everyone when he was acquiring all these properties, and all these raised eyebrows, and that was when investigations regarding his activities started and all these properties were discovered. However, it was also rumored that not all these monies he had came from government funds, that some were actually bribes and illegal deals with oil companies and illegal oil drillers. He jumped bail from the UK in December 2005, and he did that by disguising as a woman and flew back to Nigeria. Can you believe that? though he vehemently denies that claim. He knew back in Nigeria he was not going to be touched because he was still a governor and he was protected with immunity. Unfortunately for him, shortly after he came back, the state arm of the legislature impeached him and stripped him of his immunity. So he was free to be charged, and the Financial Crimes Division of the country arrested him and charged him for money laundering. Alamieseigha pleaded guilty in July 2007 in the Nigerian court and was sentenced to a time of 2 years and was ordered to forfeit almost all his properties to the Bayelsa State government. He was later granted pardon in March 2013 for his conviction by the then President Goodluck Jonathan. This was widely criticized by the whole country and the whole world. However, the British government applied for extradition of Alamieseigha back to the UK to face charges of corruption, but unfortunately, shortly after that, he died in October 2015 from complications of cardiac arrest. This was the unfortunate end of Mr. Diepreye Alamieseigha and his legacy. Thank you for listening to this story. Please endeavor to subscribe to our channel and always come back for more interesting stories. Thank you.